Reading up on you, man. You have a good history. You coming from the Big Apple back in the 80s. Did you dream of performing on the Strip coming out here?
15 at the time, and I was doing this Upward Bound program. For those who are unaware, Upward Bound program is a thing here in UNLV that still exists, and it's for junior high school, high schools, and people transition. And that is on Main Street in Charleston in the Art District. We're doing that on sundown that evening. So as soon as the sun goes down and it kind of starts to cool down, that's when we're going to get it popping. And I'm looking very forward to this. I've been working for this show. The most memorable moment for me is I met Morris Day, right? Okay. This was like years ago. He was over at Boulder Station. A friend of mine got me some comp tickets or like cheap tickets, discount tickets or whatever. And he's one of the few artists I actually got like, oh yeah, one of those. Years and years pass.
Visit Vegas Places, your host Coil. Man, we in Vegas. We do it Vegas. This is how it's done. You guys know this is an entertainment segment today that we're going to enlighten you on. Today I have this is the modern Sammy Davidson. My guest is well known for entertaining guests locally and internationally, all on the Las Vegas Strip. He's a singer, songwriter, entertainer, and percussionist. I want to invite you guys to the platform, Kevon Tyrre of Kevon Tyrre Entertainment. Kevin, man, I want to thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you? Good to see you.
Man, I'm doing good. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, thank you for joining me. The power of networking, as we was just talking, thanks, to Patty. Yeah, if you guys listening in, I'm on the power of networking if you're following me. And Kevin and I, we've met from Patty, who I've met Patty from Instagram, networking through her and from other people that we know each other mutually. And then Kevin and I, we meet through Patty, and then here we are. Patty, shouts outs to you, Patty. I'm gonna pretty soon have you up here. So yes, man, it's Kevin time though right now, man. How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm all right. Craziness, just real quick. It's Kevon, not Kevin.
Kevon, okay. My bad. Kevon, okay.
No problem. Okay. Because I get it every day because my dad's name actually is Kevin. So the story is my mother had me, right? And of course my father was there and he was like, well, how about a Kevin Jr.? And she was just like, F that, right? So the compromise was Kevon, which of course led to a major quirk for the rest of my life until I met Kevon. Well, actually I heard of Kevon Emmons of After 7.
Okay. Yes,
right.
I remember.
And I'm just like, and I'm just like, yes, someone has my name. So I'm not the only one.
I like the Kevon. It has more of $1 million ring to it anyways.
You know what? Your lips to my banker's ears, baby. I'll take it.
That's right. Now, reading up on you, man, you have a good history. You coming from the Big Apple back in the 80s. Did you dream of performing on the Strip coming out here?
No. When I was a kid, I wanted to be like an astronaut or like a scientist, and all of that's like sci-fi stuff was interesting to me until I took like a chemistry class in high school, and I figured it's not going to happen. But by then I started singing. I was like 15 at the time, and I was doing this Upward Bound program. And for those who are unaware, Upward Bound program is a thing here in UNLV that still exists, and it's for junior high school, high schools, and people transitioning into college. They help them get their scores up. They help them with schooling. They help them transition. And it's a low-cost situation for parents that want to help their kids move along. So I'm in this class, and I'm just singing out in the hallway, not thinking about it. A friend of mine goes, you can sing. And I go, get out of here. And then I do it in front of girls, and they go, ooh. And I go, hey. So I do that for about 2 years. And then in my senior year of high school, I said, you know what? Let me actually see if I have something here. So I enrolled into my choir class my senior year. And the teacher was like, you actually have something. So that was the beginning.
Wow, man, that's beautiful. Now, you have ties also in a long history of the Strip, man. I mean, you official. What would be your most memorable moment? Not to go fast forward, but I'd like to dig in the meat. Give me a most memorable moment right now that comes to your head just thinking of it?
Okay. The most memorable moment for me is I met Morris Day. Right.
Okay.
This was like years ago. He was over at Boulder Station. A friend of mine got me some comp tickets or like cheap tickets, discount tickets or whatever. And he's one of the few artists I actually got like, blah, blah, oh yeah, ooh, one of those. Years and years past, I actually perform as Morris Day in the Purple Rain show. This is 2019. And that's one of the best moments for me because I love that guy.
Right. Wow. And you performed, yeah, because I saw you was on the casted on the Purple Rain. I've always wanted to see that too.
It's an amazing show. Yes,
man. Are you guys gonna still do it again?
That's up to them. They have their cast. The A cast is back, obviously. And they do what they do, and I still love them to this day. And obviously, they still love me because if I say, "Can I get some tickets to a show?" They'll say, "Sure," and going in and do whatever. So yeah, so the connection's still there. It's just I was just happy to be a part of it. And happy to be part of their extended family if ever called upon.
So where we're gonna get you playing back at on on the Strip or at one of these venues? Where are we gonna get you back playing at?
Well, that would be a lovely, great question. The Strip is interesting. The Strip is very, very unique. Because the Strip they like popular stuff. They want the top 40, the disco, the EDM, and bands I've played with do all of that. I've played everything from Bruno Mars to Billy Idol, done all types of wild stuff. Right. But it always depends on what the venue wants and what they feel is the most conducive. And honestly, in a respect, I don't worry about it because they don't know until they know. They'll say, oh, they look good, and they'll do a show, and it'll be so-so. And then you get a band that may not be as aesthetically nice as you will, but they'll break the roofs off, and people will be dancing until they can't dance no more. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I've seen some of your shows, and you do control your audience, which is very entertaining. And then I saw your history also. You was also on the Sade and the Maxwell review with RITA LIM. Shouts out to Rita. Yeah, that's a good thing. How was that doing that?
That was fun. It was one of the first times I was actually a part of doing a show, building it from the ground up. And I knew if I did something with Rita, because she had her Sade show already, and she was already pretty successful for the last 2 shows. The first time she did it at the Space, they gave her the small room. They had to throw chairs in because she had that much of an audience. Wow! So they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. Second show, they gave her the big room, and she packed it. So I knew it would be fine at the Rio when we performed it. I'll say 2018, 19. Mm-hmm. So I introduced him to AE Group. Shout out to AE Group. They do a lot of the R&B and bands on a major label, major acts to local acts. Okay. And we ended up doing that show, and we packed the place, and we showed out like you wouldn't believe, and we loved it. So, yeah, her and I still have a connection. She actually, I helped her man out in some situations. She helped me out in return, and, we're still friends to this day, and shout out to her.
Right. Rita, man, I'll take her on the show too. Anytime if you see her, tell her, come on, get with Coil, get on the show. Hey, I have a question. When you're doing that and you're on the Strip as an entertainer and performing, I've always wondered back when I was younger too, most of the bands or the singers, when you're doing covers, are you allowed to do your own songs? Because I noticed you have a list of your own songs that you wrote. Are you able to blend that in, or you are only allowed to just do covers or whatever they want you to do for that night? Is it listed out?
For the most part, it's an unwritten rule that you're basically going to do what they want you to do. Now, gotcha. I mean, you got the stage, so you can kind of do what you want, but keep in mind, if they don't like it, they're going to let you know. True. So your song better be hit. It better be banging, baby. It better be banging. I kind of have a problem because I try my best to put my own music and stuff, even in the smaller locations. Right. But sometimes you just get lost in the sauce, and you'll just be like, okay, I have this plan, I got that plan, I got this plan, and next thing you know, we ran out of time in rehearsal. Oh, damn it. Oh, well, okay, whatever. We just keep it moving.
Right. So do you have a time where you slid one of yours in and it did not go well?
Oh, man, many times. Many times.
Let me know one of them. I got to hear one of those. How did that happen? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing a duo show at the House of Blues. This is like early 2020, like mid 2020,
Okay.
right? And it was me and this keyboard player I've been playing with for years. Excuse me. Now, we're more R&B, so we got an R&B mid-tempo thing. But she wants high energy. I don't know how you're getting high energy with just me and the keyboard player, but whatever. So we kind of miscalculated it. So instead, we had to kind of adjust last minute, put some more energetic stuff in there, because my music is like very mid-tempo, laid-back R&B, hip-hop type vibes.
Right.
Not exactly the high energy stuff. I have some like house stuff now, but still, how you going to play that with just keyboards, even if we had that music at that time?
True.
So that's one of the few times where it was like, okay, yeah, that's nice. Next, please.
Right. Wow. And I know the crowd, you can tell instantly from the crowd feedback. Yes. So now what is the next show that you have going on where we can have the audience, get a taste of you and your vocals? Where can we follow you in the next event that you'll be at?
Well, I'm doing a show dedicated to the music of Maxwell. And I'll be doing this on Father's Day, which is June 19th, a Sunday. Also, Juneteenth, which my drummer had to remind me. I didn't know. I had forgotten myself. I'm like,
right.
Really? Oh.
Yes.
So we're doing this on that Sunday. We're doing on the rooftop of Taverna Casterna. I want to make sure I say it right. And that is on Main Street in Charleston in the Art District. We'll be doing that on sundown that evening. So as soon as the sun goes down and it kind of starts to cool down, that's when we're going to get it popping. And I'm looking very forward to this. I've been working for this show for like 2 years.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. How many songs you going to do, man?
It's going to be about, I'll say no more than an hour and a half show.
That's
and I have some special guests. And a lot of it's not from any particular album, but it's all snippets of his stuff over the years. Obviously, Urban Hang Suite. Now, I got like one or two from Embria in there because I had to do that. I had to put Embria because it's a great song. Of course, I had to put some of the Black Summer's Night in there because that's the name of the show. So it's called # Black Summer's Night.
Now, are these tickets that they get tickets now at these events, or this is show up and you pay once you get there?
Absolutely. You can get them on Eventbrite, on Eventbrite.com. They're right there under the name Kevon Tyrre or Maxwell. Now, Fred, I got one of these lovely flyers right here.
Yes.
All right, sir. So we got those. So I have a great special guest. One of them is Queen Aries, who's a powerful singer. She will blow the roof off of anything. That woman can blow, boy. And then I had this other lovely lady named Pure Joy, who is a beautiful lady. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. I met her at an open mic at Taverna. Excuse me, like a month or so ago. And she did Alicia Keys and killed that shit. And I was like, whoa. So she's doing some Alicia Keys songs. Queen Aries is doing some Sade songs. And of course, I'm doing the Maxwell. And you can go ahead and picture that. And you can do it right here. Get the QR code and scan that. Or you can go to eventbrite.com. Look up my name, Kevon Tyrre or Maxwell, and it'll take you to # Black Summer's Night. And just as simple as that. Tickets start at $20, and they top off at $35. So we made sure that the tickets were very affordable and very, very convenient for the consumer.
Yes, sir. And that's Kevon. That's Kevon, last name Tyrre, Tyrre. It's double R, baby. Now,
double R.
Yes. Now, also, I want to get back to the album. Do you plan on releasing the album, just your hits, that you've written? You plan on releasing a solo album at any time?
I thought about that, and my thought process as of lately has been that I've been putting out singles just because I want to build the brand, build my following, and, people don't really know me like that. So I want to try to build that audience. The thing I'm shooting for next is I'm doing an instrumental album with a gentleman by the name of Phil A., who's a producer, rapper, engineer, mixer. This dude does everything, and he's amazing. He is a local legend here in Las Vegas. We've been working on this instrumental album for the last 6-7 months, so we're looking to release it tentatively in September of this year. And we'll see what happens from there. Obviously, I want to put out some more singles, but
Yes.
I'm gonna let it like a dude told me one time. Let's see what the people say. So if the
Right.
people say they want an album from me, I'll definitely give it to them.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. Man, you can't go wrong there. Let the audience know your social media handles. The social media handles, where can they go follow you? And also, where can they go listen to the music?
That's you should simply go to Kevon Tyrre Music. I have it on Linktree, and that's linktree.com/Kevon Tyrre Music. Go to that link, and it will have all the various social media and music places that you can catch me at your discretion. So if you want to catch me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, if you prefer Spotify, you prefer Tidal, all that stuff is available, and you can go ahead and digest what I do and how I am at your discretion.
That's right. And then also, you're going to catch Kevon live. Let them know where they can catch you live on June 19th, Juneteenth.
All right. Well, then on Juneteenth, listen, I'm going to put it like this, yo. All right. If you love R&B, if you love the 90s, early 2000s, neo soul, you want to give love to your pops because, my pops, his pops and me is probably around the same age. I ain't why front about it. Right? If you into that stuff, you want to celebrate, Juneteenth, you want to celebrate blackness, you just want to have a good time with your girl because she's going to love her some Maxwell or like some Maxwell, or at least want to do something with that Maxwell. Come on in, kick it with your boy. We're going to have a good time. The food at the restaurant is exquisite. It is Mediterranean style. They will take care of you. The drinks are great. The food is great. They got vegan specials for everyone who's down and do the vegan thing. That's not myself, but we respect that. So come on in, kick it with us, and let's celebrate the summer and the great music and the great vibes that my generation, your generation, or the generation of those you love.
I love to hear that. And then, of course, I will be in the building. So, I'll be there checking you out. And, of course, I can concur with him with the food. The food there is great. I'm actually will be doing a review down there on them. So come check us out. Come join us, Las Vegas. June 19th. We'll be there, okay? Yes, sir. Kevon, man, I want to appreciate you. I want to get into this or that. Let the audience know a little personal side of you where I ask you of a preference of either this or that, which is a trendy topic, and you let me know which is your choice. And then we're going to get into very, very Vegas. We're going to see how very, very Vegas you are, which you probably get that off. You've been here since the 80s, so you old school here.
I don't know about that, but we're going to find out, ain't we? We're going to find out. That's
right. All right, so first one, or this or that. We're going to find out for an opener, which you probably already gave out. I said for an opener, right now, as we speak now, not back then, if you was to have to do a show, would your go-to be a cover or original song right now as we speak?
It would be a cover.
A cover? Which song would that be?
I would say I love doing Get Lucky by Daft Punk.
All right. That's your go-to right there, right?
Yeah, it's one of my, I have a few of them, but that's one of my favorite ones to do.
So, because I know I used to be an artist, so that song right there, like, say, for instance, if you was going to do a show, that song gets you juiced up, correct, when you just do that. You get what I mean? It gets you in character, correct?
Yes, that's the one that kind of gets me in, and it's
I love it.
Because you don't want to do a song too soon, too early, even though you can hit it. It might be too early. You got to, warm up. Right. That's a great song for me to warm up to, and I like doing medley, so that song just begets other songs. And then we come back to Get Lucky. So it ended up being like a 15, 20-minute show just within the show. So, but I love that.
I feel that vibe right there. I feel it. Now, you are a Vegas person, so you should get this one. I always give two different cities. But right now, if you had a choice to live on one side of town, they was going to give you a house just to give it to you. They said you have to pick Summerlin or Aliante. Where are you going to, Summerlin or Aliante?
Summerlin.
Why Summerlin over Aliante?
Because even though Aliante have a lot of close things, it is far away from everything.
You are right.
And I'm not a fan of that. I like convenience. Now granted, like, full disclosure, I have 3 sisters who live in Aliante and they love it out there. They love the desoluteness that's out
Right.
there. I can't do it. I'll pick
Nah,
Summerlin.
and it's only one fast way in. You got to take that long 2:15 stretch.
Right. Out in the middle of nowhere, bro. It's like you're going to El Segundo. It's like ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, at least in Summerlin, you can just take the streets, and within 5 or 10 minutes, you back in the
right. You back to civilization. Going to Summerlin. You're close to something.
Oh man! All right, so this one's another classic, a Vegas classic. After performing, and we're going to get our steak and eggs. Would you have white or wheat bread with your steak and eggs?
Wheat.
The wheat. Okay, I like that.
Wheat bread.
Yeah,
healthier. It's better for you.
I like the wheat bread at the casinos too, especially when it touched up that butter and a little syrup. I put syrup on my wheat breads. Gives off a little French toast taste or something, you know.
That's fair. That's why I just get the butter and the strawberry jam. That's how I get
it. Yeah. Every now and then I'll flip it, like a jam day and then a syrup day. It depends how I'm feeling. Yeah.
I dig it. I dig that.
That's right. Appreciate that. All right. Now we're going to see how very, very Vegas you are. All right. So this one.
Okay.
We're going to take it light. I looked this one up. I was surprised also. So the Riviera stood for how many years before it was imploded? And I'm going to give you some options. It was imploded in 2016. So how many years did it stood before it was? 25 years, 60 years, or 75 years?
I'm going to go in the middle and say 60.
Good job. You got it. 60 years. I was like, man, 60 years is the wild too. It was. I remember that good old thing, man. That was a nice place. I remember the Riviera. It was. Yeah, that was good old Vegas right there. Yes.
It looked like good old Vegas before it ended, but you know.
It did.
It looked like good old Vegas.
Hey, man, let my audience know your social media handles and how can they go see you.
It's pretty simple, y'all. Just go ahead and type up KEVONTY RRE, Kevon Tyrre, in the place to be here in LV. Go ahead and on linktree.com/Kevon Tyrre Music. And over there, you can get any type of thing you want me on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I'll be right there for you.
So that's my boy, Kevon Tyrre. Make sure you go check him out at the Taverna Costera. And that'll be on June 19th at 7:30 p.m. You know, I'll be there in the building also. All right. So, yes, Kevon.
Yes, sir. Mr. Coyal, thank you, man.
Right.
Appreciate you. And before I go, quick shout out. Quick shout out. I got to give it to my man, Jeff Wang, over at Taverna Costera. Of course, Danielle at Nevermore Productions. My man, Ray Stewart at VIP Entertainment, who's been helping me out. My man, Randy Wong, who's still kicking my you-know-what as far as digital social media marketing and how to get that moving.
Yeah, Randy, man. What's up, Randy? I got to get Randy on here, too. I know Randy from the social media also.
Yeah, that dude is a pain in my you-know-what, but I keep him close to me, man. Because,
that's right.
Right. You know, I gotta keep my game up and running, man. That's how you do it. So, for them helping me, man, you know, you can't do nothing without the team. So.
That's right, brother. That's right, man. I appreciate your time, man, and coming here. And I'll definitely be there to make sure I capture you on video, okay? And,
appreciate
you guys
that.
in town, make sure you guys there, man. Thank you. And if you guys want to get in contact with Kevon, you make sure to check the show notes of the show. All the social media handles will be inside of the show notes where you can just click on the link and check them out. Appreciate you guys for listening in. You guys could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with us. We love you, Las Vegas. All right, I'll see you guys. Good night. See you guys next Friday, and thank you.